Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rouge Reader, and as you can clearly see, no book review today. Instead, we're going to be doing an unboxing of the 2018 Upper Deck offering of CFL Trading Cards. Each box comes with 16 packs, 6 cards per pack for a total of 96 cards in each box. You're guaranteed 4 hits per box, which could be anything from game-used material cards, autograph cards, or game-used jersey autograph cards, which are probably a little bit harder to find. There's also parallels galore, red, golds. I believe this series had the purple as well. So really there's a lot for card collectors to come back and search for. So without further ado, let's get in and see what we can pull today. All right, so we've got everything laid out. You can see each pack comes with the image of Toronto Argonauts quarterback Ricky Ray on the front. This was just after the 2017 season where the Argos improbably won a Grey Cup over the Calgary Stampeders. So who we got here? Jeremiah Johnson, Rob Mayer for the, punter for the Stamps. First Argonauts are Monty Edwards. I expect to see quite a few of them in here. Tommy Campbell from the Alouettes, who actually just retired recently, announced that on Twitter. And our first parallel, Philip Blake, 61 out of 150 red. So today, what I'm personally looking for is an autograph card of Matt Black of the Toronto Argonauts. He was, there we go, it's a bit difficult to open. Considered the hero, in my opinion, of the 2017 Grey Cup win. So it'd be kind of cool to get, I think we got a gold in this one. Kind of cool to get his autograph. Brandon Banks, Speedy B for the Ticats. Hate watching him play against the Argonauts. Alex Singleton, Calgary Stampeders, tearing it up for the Eagles right now down in the NFL. It's always good to see a CFL guy doing well down south. Maurice Leggett, Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and Darryl Walker, Edmonton Eskimos, Edmonton Football Club now, before he came over to Toronto. And our first gold, it's an Alouette, Mitchell White, and that is a 17 of 50. Not sure if you can see. Yeah, cool. So a gold out of the pack, or out of the gate, which is kind of cool. Usually expect to just get reds as they're the most common in these packs. And I think we got a hit, so what I'm going to do is save that to the end, do the 4 big hits at the end, just to leave us all in suspense. So we got Brandon Labatt, Saskatchewan Roughriders. Cameron Judge throwing somebody down by the looks of it. Jagard Davis, Calgary Stampeders. I was never a fan of that Stampeders look with the black and the kind of metallic. Yeah, there it is again, Roy Finch. It just didn't seem right. Stampeders to me, white and red. And our next red is from the Edmonton Football Club. Adam Connor, 33 of 150. So yeah, Upper Deck's had the line for the CFL trading cards since about 2014, and in my opinion, they've only gotten better as they've. I think we got an auto. So yeah, why don't we save that as well as they've gone along. So if you're interested in kind of checking out their new offerings, maybe picking up a pack, you can do so through the Upper Deck Canada store or the CFL PA site, which I'll link below. And I think we got something else as well. So we got 2 in a row I'm going to put aside, and I'll probably look silly once they're not actually hits and I just couldn't see properly. Oh well. All right, back to the red parallels. There we go. Chris Rainey, BC Lions. Ed Gainey, Saskatchewan Roughriders. Daquan Bowers, the Edmonton Football Club. Jovan Santos Knox, excuse me for butchering that if I did, the Bombers. David Beard, Edmonton Football Club, and our next parallel is an Ottawa Red-Black running back, and it's a William Powell, 136 of 150. I lived in Ottawa for a couple of years and got a chance to see, it was 5 out of 6 Red-Blacks home games, so I did become kind of a transplant fan. Really enjoyed going down to Lansdowne, and if you're in the Ottawa area or if you ever get a chance to visit during the CFL season, highly recommend taking in a game. All right, another red parallel in this pack. Corey Jones, Edmonton Football Club. Antonio Johnson, BC Lions. Abdul Kahane, the Hamilton Tiger Cats, Dominique Rhymes, Ottawa Red Blacks, and another Mitchell White, base card this time. And our next red is a Rough Rider, and it's Marc-Olivier Bruteliet. Excuse me again for mispronouncing that. 38 out of 150. All right. So I've had a theory that the cards kind of lean heavily to the West teams because the CFL, I would say, is a little bit more popular in the Western provinces. Not taken away from the great fandoms of Montreal, Ottawa, Hamilton, and Toronto, but absolutely, I think the West, it's more popular. Marcus Ball, Toronto Argonauts. So I've thought for a while now that the Upper Deck cards, you'd see more of the West players.
And I base that on absolutely nothing.
Rough Riders, not 100% sure if that's true or not. Maybe something I'll have to look into. Brian Jones, Jamal Westerman, Montreal Alouettes, or maybe I'm just talking out of my behind trying to fill time. Who knows? Next red, BC Lions, and that's wide receiver Daniel Vandervoort, 27 out of 150. This pack here. So like I said, I think the Upper Deck cards have gotten better for the CFL over time. I'd love to be able to unbox a 2014 or 2015 Jackson Jeffcoat of the Blue Bombers, just to kind of see the difference in how the cards are presented. So maybe at some point I'll get around to that so you guys can see how far they've kind of come. Tyler Carpena for the Rough Riders. He would become the kicker for the Argonauts, I believe, in the 2019 season. Speaking of the Argos, Anthony Combs, running back. And our next red parallels from the 2019 Grey Cup champs. Offensive lineman, Blue Bombers, Jamarcus Hardrick, 134 of 150. That looked like he's holding the line there pretty good. That Bomber team in 2019 was a good one. They ended a long drought of 29 years, I believe, and now the next longest in the we got another hit, so we'll put that aside. In the league is the Ticats. They haven't won since '99, but that team that they've got, that nucleus, is so talented that you got to think that if CFL's playing in 2021, that could finally be the Ticats year. And I say this as an Argos fan, I wouldn't hate seeing them do it because I do like Brandon Banks and think he kind of needs to get a Grey Cup under his belt before this career of his is done. Anyways, Jamarcus Hardrick, right. We just had him. There's the base card, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, their Argonauts. Sean Lemon, the Lemonator. Really enjoyed watching this guy play, whether that's in Toronto or BC. He seemed to bounce back between the two teams for a couple of years. Andrew Buckley, one of the backups in Calgary. Fortunately, when you're backing up Bo Levi, you're not going to get too much of a chance to play unless he gets injured. Taylor Loeffler for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Mike Feller of the Hamilton Ticats. And our gold is a Ottawa Red Black. And one of their wide receivers, Deontay Spencer, 12 of 50. So pretty cool there. Nice a second gold of the box. I believe Spencer actually is down in the NFL right now, and you'll have to excuse me, I haven't followed the NFL too closely for a while, so I'm not too sure which team he's with, but we'll pop that in the video. Darvin Adams, Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Haha, there's the base card at least, Matt Black of the Toronto Argonauts, and that was the interception that sealed the deal for the Argos to win the 2017 Grey Cup. So yeah, really cool to get an auto of that. Running back for the Hamilton Ticats, Alex Green. Brandon Dozer of the Montreal Alouettes. Greg Henderson, Alouettes as well. I really like those third jerseys, very interesting. And our red is a Toronto Argonaut. Tackle, it's Chris Van Zyl, 43 of 150. All right, 3 more packs to go, and then we'll get into our 4 hits and see what we were able to pull from this box. We've got actually something else here, so clearly one of those that I put aside is not what I thought it was, so oh well. Or maybe we got 5, who knows? I doubt it though. I'm never that lucky. We've got another red Charles Valancourt, BC Lions. Duron Carter, Saskatchewan Roughriders. Very polarizing figure, in the CFL. Taylor Reed, Toronto Argonauts. Shaquille Johnson of the BC Lions. Jameer Thurman, Calgary Stampeders. And our red for the pack is another Stampeder defensive line, and it is McKay Johnson, 134 of 150. Stamps had such a dominant team in that mid-2010 range. 3 back-to-back Grey Cups, but could only pull it out in one of them. And we got a goal to end on, so that's pretty cool. So what do we got here? Jonathan Jennings, QB, BC Lions. Brad Erdos, offensive line, Stampeders. Got another Stampeder here. Terry Williams, running back. Brad Sinopoli, wide receiver, the Ottawa Redblacks. Justin Cappucciti, the Hamilton Ticats. Again, I will work on pronunciations for the next card opening video. And we're going to end on a gold with the Toronto Argonauts, and it's a safety. Is this Matt Black? Awesome. 50 of 50 Matt Black gold. If we don't get an auto, I think this is a pretty sweet consolation prize. So pretty happy about that, no matter what else we get. But yeah, that's awesome. 50 of 50. Really cool. All right, so let's see what we got here. In the piles that I think are hits, but probably aren't in the end. Kevin Glenn, CFL treasure, has been a part of all 9 teams. Hasn't played for all 9, but he's been a part of them. Victor Butler, Toronto Argonauts. Adam Koner, Edmonton Football Club. Antoine Perneau from the Ottawa Redblacks. Thaddeus Coleman, offensive line, Saskatchewan Roughriders, and what I assumed was our first hit, but it might just be Ticats. And Johnny Manziel. All right, well, it's interesting. Yeah, he did come up to the CFL for a cup of coffee between the Hamilton Ticats and the Montreal Alouettes. Don't know what's going on with his football career right now, but still kind of interesting card to pull, and weird part of CFL folklore, I guess. Jeremiah Messam from the Saskatchewan Roughriders series spent a good chunk of time with the Stampeders, though. Charleston Hughes, again, another Saskatchewan Roughrider that came way of Calgary. Nolan McMillan, the Ottawa Redblacks. Bryant Mitchell, Edmonton Football Club. Nick Dembski, Winnipeg Blue Bombers. As of recording this, he had just signed to go back, so Winnipeg trying to keep that nucleus together for perhaps another championship run. Defensive back Emmanuel Davis, and our first pull looks like a Rough Rider. Game worn jersey, Brandon Labatt of the Saskatchewan Roughriders, the Green Machine. So, yeah, not again. Obviously, I'm a big Argos fan, so I'll look more for the Toronto hits, but still cool to get a game worn jersey card there. And yeah, Brandon Labatt's a good player. So Lamar Durant from the Stamps. Deontay Evans, again, the Stamps. Trent Richardson, Saskatchewan Roughriders. Sean White, long-serving member of the Edmonton Football Club. And who got here? An Argonaut. James Wilder Jr., another kind of polarizing CFL figure who, oddly enough, had a WWE tryout. I think it was the 2019, 2018 timeframe. Anyways, and I don't think anything came of it. And our next one is, our hit is a offensive line for the Redblacks, and it's an autographed Nolan McMillan card. So it's kind of cool. We've got one hit from the West and one hit from the East. So let's see if we can get another Eastern one here. Otha Foster, Matthew O'Donnell. My pronunciation today is just terrible. Manuel Arsenault for the BC Lions. Ernest Jackson, wide receiver. Really liked watching him play in Ottawa. Chandler Fanner from the Blue Bombers. There's Andrew Harris, talking about polarizing figures. He was definitely a polarizing figure in the 2019 season. But at the end of the year, he was holding the Grey Cup. And we got another this game-worn jersey, I think, and it's Ticats and Larry Dean, linebacker for the Ticats. So it would have been kind of cool to get the black or the yellow portion instead of the napkin, but I mean, hey, we'll take it. So get everything on screen here. So 2 for the East and 1 for the West heading into our last one. Let's get, okay. It's going to be an auto, it looks like. So 2 game-worn jerseys and 2 autos, not too bad. Ted Laurent, the Hamilton Ticats. Ryan Langford of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. There's Zach Evans, who ended up suiting up for the Rough Riders. Raleigh Lumbala for the BC Lions. Mondo Sewell, Edmonton Football Club, and our last auto, is this the matte black auto that I so crave? No, it's going to be a Hamilton Ticat, and it is Desmond Washington. That was a nice signature, at least. Yeah, Desmond Washington. So 3 hits for the East, 1 hit for the West, which probably blows my theory out of the water that these are weighted more towards the West, but I did get at least a little bit of matte black goodness. We got a 50 of 50 gold parallel, so not an auto, but I'll take it. That's still a really cool card and still capturing an iconic moment for modern Toronto Argonauts fandom. All right, that'll do it for this card break video. Really enjoyed being able to take a stroll down memory lane and look at the 2018 Upper Deck CFL offering. Really enjoy the Upper Deck product, so might look at doing a couple more card break videos on this channel moving forward. If that's something people would be interested in, let me know in the comment section below if you'd like. So yeah, we'll get back to the book reviews in the next one, and definitely hope to see you then.